WWE Network presents Elimination Chamber.
We are on the last stop on the road to WrestleMania, and tonight, the WWE Superstars have to prepare to escape the chamber. You are looking live at a sold-out Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, Washington. Welcome to Elimination Chamber. And we are kicking things off with a history-making opportunity. The unification of the United States and Cruiserweight Championship. Champion versus champion underway. With the master of the 619 and current Cruiserweight champion Rey Mysterio looking to unify his Cruiserweight championship with this man's United States title. United States Champion Miz had a match with Mysterio back at the Royal Rumble. And Miz got out of that match by hitting Mysterio with a steel chair. Then Miz proceeded to tell Mysterio that if he wanted to get a rematch at the United States Championship, he would have to put his own title on the line, and that's how we ended up in this situation right here. A unification match for both the United States and Cruiserweight Championship. And whomever wins this match will effectively be known as the last Cruiserweight Champion in WWE. Like I said at the top of the show, a history-making opportunity here at Elimination Chamber.
Introducing the challenger from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio! And introducing the champion, and residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds. He is the WWE United States Champion, The Miz.
Big Five Field here tonight to kick us off in Seattle. The United States Championship is up for grabs. There's the bell. Here we go. And Mysterio is firing the first shot. That ain't no warning shot. Mysterio is coming for it all. Remember, both championships are up for grabs. Miz wins. He walks out of here as the last Cruiserweight champion. And if Mysterio wins, he walks out of here as the new United States champion and the last Cruiserweight champion. Great knee there by Miz to get back in this match. That's going to lead us into a cover. Shoulders down here isn't enough. And a quick kick out by Mysterio. This is a very important opportunity for both of these men. Think about it. Heading into WrestleMania, this is the last stop. This is the last opportunity to hold the championship for the big show. Too close to the ropes there as Mysterio went for a cover. A lot of people are going to see their final chances tonight as Mysterio locks in a submission maneuver and Miz finds a way out. Later tonight, we'll have 2 Elimination Chamber matches and clearly some frustration on the side of the Miz. Two Elimination Chamber matches coming up ahead. Later tonight to determine, as we see the submission maneuver locked in, the main event scene over on SmackDown. And the big story tonight is who will face Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. As we saw in the kickoff show earlier, Walter got his hands on Randy Orton. Orton suffered second-degree burns to his back. Will not be able to fight tonight for the WWE Championship. And WWE official Adam Pearce is currently looking for a replacement. Looking for someone who could face the WWE Champion, the almighty Bobby Lashley, later tonight. Of course, we'll keep you updated on this entire situation as we move on. Meanwhile, back here in this match, Miz in control of Mysterio. Miz taunting the crowd here tonight at the Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle. We are sold out here in this very new, very nice arena. Some would say new, some would say it's a repurposed arena. We've been here before, of course. Some classic WWE moments here at the Climate Pledge Arena. As we are about to make some more history, because here in Seattle, we will crown the last ever Cruiserweight Champion. Mysterio now sets up Miz on the top rope. Some bad intentions by Mysterio. Hurricanrana sends Miz flying from the top rope to the center of the ring. Mysterio, looking to capitalize, heads to the top rope himself, lands the plancha. Beautiful. Shoulders down here, hooks the leg. Isn't enough to put Miz away. Miz powers out. Here's Miz. Submission maneuver locked in. Miz is in the driver's seat. Even though Mysterio was the one that was on the offense just a couple of seconds ago. But time might turn with this move here by Mysterio. Or maybe not. Miz, very wise, drops that knee across the head of the Cruiserweight Champion. And then across the back. Kick. Plexus, Mysterio, trouble, DDT. Here's Miz with a cover, shoulders down, kick out by Mysterio. Mysterio fires back here, shot to the face, and another shot. Here's Mysterio now, sent to the ropes, meet in the middle. Miz gets him in the back, going for the skull-crushing finale, and Mysterio finds out of it. And now Mysterio sends Miz to the ropes. Dial it up, 619! Mysterio wasting a lot of time here, trying to pick his spot. Leg drop by Mysterio. Wasting way too much time to go for the cover. Shoulders down here, hooks the leg, and Miz powers out. To me, that's not surprising. Mysterio wasted way too much time going for the cover after that. And now here's Mysterio taking down Miz, back to the arm lock here. Miz gets out of it. Good kick here by Miz, going for a neck breaker, and Mysterio fights out of it. Crucifix takedown, shoulders on the mat. Isn't enough to put him away here to unify the titles and a kick out. Close, very close to unifying the United States and the Cruiserweight Championship there. here's Rey taking a few steps back. And he may have thought about that too long. Miz ejects him from the top rope right down to ringside. Here's the kick to the leg of Mysterio, and now Miz with those patented kicks to the chest and to the neck. Jeez. Mysterio crashes against the steel steps. Now Mysterio returns the favor to Miz. 6 count here as Mysterio returns Miz to the ring. Miz slowly back to his feet. Mysterio sets him up on the ropes, dialed it up. 619 for the second time in this match. The 619 connects. And now Mysterio off the top rope, dropping a dime. Shoulders down, hooks the inside leg to unify the championships. Mysterio is your new United States champion.
And the new WWE United States champion, Rey Mysterio.
And we would like to send a special thank you to A Day to Remember and Mark Huppis for re-entry. The official theme song for Elimination Chamber is available to stream right now on Spotify and Apple Music. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, you gotta escape the chamber to earn a shot at the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Naomi, Natalya, and Dakota Kai all inside the chamber. That's live next. The chamber has been set up. Let's get this show on the road.
Following contest is an Elimination Chamber match for the SmackDown Women's Championship opportunity at WrestleMania 38. And as in first, through Colonial North Canada,
Natalya is going to kick us off, and basically here's how the Elimination Chamber is going to work. We're going to have 6 superstars in the ring. 4 of them are going to be locked in those spots you see inside the chamber. Those spots are going to be closed, and they're going to be let out in intervals. Every minute and 30 seconds, you will see a new competitor enter the match until all 6 have entered. Eventually, we'll have a winner. The last woman standing will be going to WrestleMania, and the last woman standing could be the legit boss Sasha Banks, because guys, it's boss time.
from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
The legit boss Sasha Banks. Looking to enter the chamber. She's already done this before. She's already been to WrestleMania as well. So the legit boss has a little bit of experience in this scenario. Banks looking to make more history tonight by winning the chamber and potentially facing either Bayley. Well, yeah, Bayley. Bayley's not defending her championship tonight. The winner of this match gets Bayley at WrestleMania.
And from Orlando, Florida,
Can you guys feel the glow inside the Elimination Chamber? Naomi making her way out here, looking for these major opportunities. Naomi's been to WrestleMania before. She actually won a championship at WrestleMania 33 in Orlando. She's no stranger to the big stage, but neither is the man. The former SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch is in no mood. Especially consider she had plans to enter WrestleMania as the SmackDown Women's Champion. Plans that were dashed by Bianca Belair. And then Belair's plans were broken up by Bayley at the Royal Rumble. And now we are scrambling to figure out who Bayley faces at WrestleMania. Certainly perhaps one of the most blockbuster traits we've had in quite some time. Bayley moving over to SmackDown and winning the SmackDown Women's Championship.
From Knoxville, Tennessee, the EST Bianca Belair.
Miss EST herself, former Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair, former Mrs. Money in the Bank, making her way out here. Certainly a very accomplished year for Bianca, but it did not take her to WrestleMania. She picked her spot with that Money in the Bank briefcase. She cashed it in fair and square against Becky Lynch. But unfortunately for the EST, it did not result in a long title reign. All thanks to Bayley. Belair stepping up to all of the other competitors. That fills up the final pod here in the Elimination Chamber. Dakota Kai making her way out here. How much of an upset it would be for Dakota Kai to walk out victorious here tonight. It would break the WWE Universe. A new face breaking through as she should. Dakota Kai definitely has Team Kick on her side. She could walk into WrestleMania and challenge Bayley. What an atmosphere inside the Elimination Chamber as the door is about to be closed. There's the bell. Here we go. Oh, we were talking about Team Kick. And Dakota Kai opened with those strong kicks to wipe out Bianca Belair. That leads us into a suplex. So like I said, Bianca, Dakota, they're going to kick off this match. And then every minute or so, another one of the women that are in the pods are going to join this matchup until all 6 competitors have entered the ring. Eliminations occur by pinfall or submission in the ring. And the last woman standing will go to WrestleMania to take on Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Kai to the ropes, knee. Belair in trouble and in 7 seconds. And you remember, we're doing this. Naomi comes in at number 3. And Naomi going right after Dakota Kai. And listen, I know it may look a little bit padded, but that is still a hell of a fall to take on the outside of the chamber. Drop kick. Dakota Kai wipes out Bianca Belair, and Naomi once again turning her attention to the Kiwi. And now Naomi. Tossed through the second and third rope to the outside. 5 seconds and we'll get a new one. Who's he gonna be? Oh, it's boss time. The legit boss, Sasha Banks, joins the chamber. But you saw Dakota Kai right now be tossed into the chain. The chain link fence that makes up the Elimination Chamber. You know, the structure is 20 tons. The Elimination Chamber. I believe 10 miles of steel chain, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely one of the most dangerous structures in WWE. The Elimination Chamber. And this is what the SmackDown Women's Championship means to both of these women. As we see a cover here by Max trying to eliminate Bianca. Bianca powers out of 2. This is what the SmackDown Women's Championship means. This is what a WrestleMania opportunity means to these ladies. Kai with a cover over Naomi, shoulders down, hooks the leg, and a kick out. Referee may have taken too long there. Now, who's gonna join in? It's Natalya. Natalya comes in, and that means that the final entrant here in the Elimination Chamber will be Becky Lynch. So far, no eliminations. I was talking about how much this means to everyone in this match. To go through this hell, to put yourself in the pain of going up against 5 other superstars, being thrown against this chain link fence. Naomi looking to eliminate Bianca Belair here. The referee a little late on the cover there with a kick out by Bianca. Into the corner, Naomi sets up Belair on the top rope. Bad intentions here, Naomi. Looking for the superplex, and she gets it. And in 5 seconds, the man, Becky Lynch, joins the match, and all 6 competitors would have joined. Here we go. Becky's out. The man has joined the match. She comes into the fray. Natalya! My goodness, what a moment. Just absolutely destroyed Naomi. That could lead to her elimination here in a kick out by Naomi. Reversal here by Naomi, shot to the face of Natalya, kick. Now Natalya driven face first into the cold hard ground of the Elimination Chamber, and at least it's into the cover. Could we have our first elimination here? Shoulders down, hoops the leg, is now going to kick out by Natty. And you know who's got to be watching these matches very closely? Has to be Bayley. Cover, kick out. She has to be watching these matches very closely. And just absolutely enjoying the fact that these women are basically hurting themselves here. It's a human demolition derby out here. These women are hurting themselves over the fact that they all want to face Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Here's a cover. Banks will eliminate Bianca Belair. And now Dakota Kai sending Belair to the outside. It's Natty and Becky in the ring. And here's Naomi. Suplex on Banks. Naomi looking for the submission maneuver here. Trying to make Sasha Banks tap out. Good out at 2 by Bianca, as Dakota Kai was looking for the first elimination of this match. Every competitor in this match still in it. No eliminations so far. Cover, kick out by Natty. And now look at this. Submission maneuver locked in. Becky Lynch looking to make Natty tap out here. Natty's still in this. Meanwhile, Dakota Kai in trouble. Belair, KOD! Head off the KOD, shoulders down, hooks the leg, looking for the first elimination inside the chamber. And Bianca Belair eliminates Dakota Kai. We are down to 5 competitors in the Elimination Chamber. Those competitors being Naomi, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair. And Natalia. Suplex on the outside, and Becky Lynch is going to take advantage of that suplex on Sasha Banks. Now the Bexploder suplex could mean we get an elimination here. Off the Bexploder, shoulders down, hooks the leg, isn't enough to put Sasha away here, but Sasha powers at it too. It could be anybody's game here as Natty knocks out Bianca Belair. Great whiff there by Natty. She's in control of Bianca here. What the hell is Naomi doing here? She's looking at Sasha! And she wipes out Sasha! Tossing herself off the top of the chamber. Meanwhile, the Disarmer! The Disarmer is locked in on Natty! The Disarmer is locked in on Natty! Is Natty gonna tap off the Disarmer? No, she's not! Neckbreaker there by Sasha. Shoulders down here on Naomi. Naomi quickly powers out. And Belair in control of Naomi here. Natty going right after Lynch. Kick. Puts it right in. What's going to happen here? What's Natty thinking? She's thinking of throwing Becky Lynch face first into the top turnbuckle. Crossline there by Natalia. Now Natalia, oh, we gotta cover here. Shoulders down, isn't enough of the crossline, and Bianca was almost eliminated there. Shoulders down here on Sasha. Whoa!
Sasha Banks has been eliminated.
Natalia eliminates Sasha Banks, and now Becky looking to eliminate Bianca Belair. Submission maneuver locked in. Lynch in the driver's seat. Is she gonna tap out? Belair gets out of it. Great move here by Becky. It's all come down to Becky, Bianca, Naomi, and Natalia. All for an opportunity at the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Now the Bexploder suplex and a bulldozer. Now off the top rope, what's gonna happen here? Oh, Natty's the one that gets the bulk of it. Shoulders down here on Natty. Hooks the leg for a little elimination here in the Elimination Chamber. And a kick out by Natty. For the cover here on Lynch. Kick out. Meanwhile, here's Naomi trying to make Natty tap out. Naomi trying to make Natty tap out here. And Natty gets out of it. Ooh, what a kick by Bianca. And now the manhandle slam by Lynch. Could that be it? Kick out by Natty. Great reversal here. And Natalia shot to the chest. Scoop slam. Belair has got Naomi on the top. Oh man, like a snail on the back of a turtle. Naomi's about to go for a ride. Superplex! Monstrous superplex. Center of the ring, Naomi's in trouble as this match spills to the outside. Bianca batting for tensions here, turning Naomi inside out. That could lead to Naomi's elimination. Shoulders down on the outside of the ring. It's enough, and Naomi kicks out. Becky Lynch working the lower back of Natalya. Crossline by Natty. Oh man, Becky Lynch is in trouble. The sharpshooter is locked in. Natty makes Becky tap out. Shocker of the century.
Becky Lynch has been eliminated.
Big names eliminated. Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch are out. We're down to 3. And Natty getting tossed around here in Seattle as if she was some salad and scrambled eggs. And I think Natty can hear the blues are calling. But Bianca says she's got Naomi pegged. Okay, I'll stop with that now. And now, Naomi using the Elimination Chamber to her advantage. This is a pivotal moment in the Elimination Chamber match. As we are looking at the final 2. Natty moves out of the way. Naomi crashes and burns. This will be her elimination here. Shoulders down and a kick out by Naomi. Could have sworn that was it for Naomi. Once again, the Elimination Chamber coming into fruition, and it seems like both Naomi and Natalya are Natalya and Bianca Belair are chasing after Naomi like Niles chase after Daphne. Meanwhile, Natty trying to eliminate Bianca, and Bianca powers out at 2. Natty looking to put Bianca away. Look at the sheer power of Natalya. This is a woman that trained in the hard dungeon, for God's sakes. She eliminated Becky Lynch, made her tap out, center of the ring. Natty sidesteps. Suplex by Natty. Pulling Belair to the center of the ring. What a successful night it's been for Natalya. She put Becky Lynch away, and now she's gonna make Bianca tap out as well. Bianca taps out to the sharpshooter. Bianca taps out. We could be on the verge of sending Natalya to WrestleMania. We are down to the final 2. Naomi and Natalya. One of these women will face Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Naomi locks that in on Natty, pulling the pressure on her neck. And Natty taps out. Naomi's going to WrestleMania.
Has been eliminated. Is your winner, Naomi.
Naomi shocks the world. Is headed to the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Raw Women's Championship.
Oh my goddess!
Introducing the challenger from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
She is the goddess of WWE, Alexa Bliss. Making her way out here for these huge, she's absolutely huge, Raw Women's Championship match. Liz can have the opportunity to walk out a double champion here tonight. And here comes the Raw Women's Champion.
And introducing the champion from Osaka, Japan, the Raw Women's Champion, Asuka!
She's the Raw Women's Champion, Asuka. And we can trace back these bad moments in Asuka's career to the night after the Royal Rumble, when Asuka teamed up with her longtime tag team partner Io Shirai to take on Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, the Women's Tag Team Champions. Bliss took the win in that match. She pinned Asuka. That's how she earned this opportunity tonight. But immediately after that happened, Io Shirai announced that she would like to face Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania, and she did so by attacking Asuka with a steel chair. So while Asuka tries to focus tonight on this Raw Women's Championship match, she also has to keep an eye out for Io Shirai, the Genius of the Sky. Raw Women's title up for grabs here tonight. There's the bell, here we go. Colorado will tie up Asuka and Alexa. Asuka taking control of the arm of Alexa Bliss. They try to lock up again, doesn't quite work. They lock up. Got him in the corner. And the ref looking to separate these two, and a little bit of a dirty trick there from Alexa. Asuka bringing down Bliss. And Asuka here with a shot sends Bliss against the ropes. And she bounces off. So back into the center of the ring here. Sends Asuka to the second rope and lands beautifully into Alexa Bliss. That leads us into a cover. Shoulders down. Hooks the leg and kick out. Asuka controlling the head of Alexa Bliss. Here's Bliss fighting back, shots to the ribs of Asuka. Asuka in trouble. Bliss with the abdominal stretch, looking to win the Raw Women's Championship off of it. Lots of back and forth in this match, and of course you gotta know this match being watched very closely. So we see a cover here, kick out. This match being watched very closely by Io Shirai, the genius of the sky, who will go to WrestleMania to take on whomever wins this matchup. Bliss tries to get the one up here on Asuka. Asuka with the reversal. Body slam by the Empress of Tomorrow. And now, Alexa. We're going to fire back here. Great clothesline. And this is vintage Bliss here. Looking to win the Raw Women's Championship. Cover kick out. Going for a knee across the back. That doesn't quite work. Instead, we get a cover, but it's too close to the ropes. Here's Asuka. Sending Bliss into the corner. Brings her to the top rope. What is Asuka thinking here? Looking to capitalize. Sending Bliss flying across the ring. That leads us into a cover, shoulders down, and a kick out. Here's Bliss. Shots to the middle section of Asuka. Asuka says no to Alexa, and now Alexa sent flying. Alexa on the ropes. Asuka needs to capitalize on this right away. It's exactly what she seems to be doing here. She's got Bliss on the top rope technically, and then she slams her hard against the canvas into a cover. Hooks the leg. Isn't enough? And a kick out. Great reversal there by Asuka. Clothesline over the turret rope to the outside. Asuka looks to capitalize. She heads to the top rope. And now Asuka gets swatted out of the air by Alexa. These may be Alexa Bliss taking the control of the match. And perhaps securing the Raw Women's Championship as Asuka just looks to create separation between herself and the challenger at the count of 6. Asuka breaks referee's count.
2.
Here's Asuka dragging Alexa across ringside, and Alexa looks to fire back here. Great shot there by Alexa Bliss. Asuka fires back, shot to the face. And suddenly we're back in the ring. Count of 6. Asuka now heads to the top rope, and she lands. Dead center, but Bliss turns it into a cover. Shoulders down and a kick out. There's a close one there. Kick to the plexus. Alexa looking for the hip attack. Head off the hip attack, hooks the inside leg for the Raw Women's Championship. Asuka gets the win. Well, the Raw Women's Championship remains on the shoulder of Asuka. And she will now face Io Shirai for that championship at the Granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. And Asuka's coming back with a vengeance. Io better watch out. Elimination Chamber rolls on. We are back live, a beautiful take outside the Climate Pledge Arena, where we are tonight for Elimination Chamber. Ladies and gentlemen, earlier tonight during the Elimination Chamber kickoff, Randy Orton had a run-in with Walter. A bit of a dispute, an altercation came about backstage. This led to Walter doing this to Randy Orton on the electrical equipment, and Walter pushed him. You see the explosion. This led Randy Orton to have second-degree burns. And now, as we are back here at ringside, and we are ready for the WWE Championship match, we really wonder who is going to be facing Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. Remember, the idea originally, the man who originally was owed a chance at the WWE title was Randy Orton. But as you saw in that video, Orton suffering some major burns at the hands of Walter. Bobby Lashley is out here for what is supposed to be the WWE Championship match. But Orton obviously is not available at the time. He's being checked by our trainers. He's being treated for those second-degree burns that he suffered. So we've been hearing that WWE official Adam Pearce has been looking for a replacement to face Bobby Lashley tonight. That's the reason Bobby Lashley is out here. From what I understand, that replacement has been found, and Bobby Lashley is gonna defend the WWE Championship as advertised, as promised, here tonight at Elimination Chamber. Oh, brother. I think Bobby Lashley is not going to be a fan of this decision. The Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, is going to be Lashley's opponent tonight. Drew McIntyre, former World Heavyweight Champion, and a former, two-time, I should say, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, but he's never won the WWE Championship. And when opportunity comes a-knocking, you take it. Which is exactly the reason why Drew McIntyre is stepping up to the plate tonight. After the injury sustained by Randy Orton, McIntyre will now face Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. This is a major matchup we ended up with here tonight. And you know, some of the best matchups you will ever see will happen.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship. Introducing the challenger from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre. And introducing the champion from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 273 pounds. He is the WWE Champion, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Like I was saying, some of the best matchups that we've had in WWE history have sprawled out of last-minute changes like the one we just saw. And now we're all set. It's Lashley, it's McIntyre, there's the bell. Here we go, WWE Championship on the line. You know, if I was Bobby Lashley, I would be mad, but I don't think I would be mad at Adam Pearce. I don't think I would be mad at Drew McIntyre even. I'd be mad at Walter because remember, Bobby Lashley prepared to face Randy Orton here tonight. And the end result was that whatever preparation Bobby Lashley had to face Randy Orton didn't come into fruition because his opponent ended up being Bobby Lashley. And the only person at fault here would be Walter. Lashley in control of the arm of McIntyre. McIntyre pulls himself back up. Lashley grabs McIntyre by the waist. Good reversal here. And a nice shot here. Oh, man! We're back in it, aren't we? Shoulders down off the body slam and a kick out. Going back and forth here as McIntyre and Lashley are trading shots. Using the ropes to his advantage for his suplex. Shoulders down, shoulders down, shoulders down at the kick out. Drew with the friggin' pile driver! You know, to anybody else, that would be it. For the Almighty, that means retaliation. Bam! That places him one of the cover, shoulders down, and a kick out by Drew. And now McIntyre tossing Bobby Lashley around. That goes into a cross line. Shoulders down here. It's the shoulder up. The reversal here. And over the third rope goes Bobby to the outside. Lashley fires back. Lashley heads to the top rope. McIntyre looking to put a stop to it, and McIntyre sends Lashley flying, crashing, burning. 7 of the ring. Glasgow Kiss could secure the title here for McIntyre. Hooks the inside leg and a kick out. Too close for comfort. McIntyre thought he had it there. Had a little bit of a spat there with the official. And here's Bobby. Kick to the plexus. Picks up Drew. Body slam. Suplex. Hold on, because Lashley may get this here for another suplex. Lashley looking at Drew McIntyre for the spear, and that's it. That should be it. This is Academic. Hooks the inside leg. Well, that's surprising. McIntyre kicks out of the spear. The match continues. And McIntyre needs to be able to capitalize on this surprise. McIntyre needs to be able to capitalize. But it seems like the champion is not going to allow that to happen. Champ Lashley sending McIntyre to the outside of the ring. Now Lashley flying off the top rope. That's not something you see often. McIntyre in trouble as Lashley continues to capitalize. WWE Champion certainly putting a lot of effort here into keeping McIntyre down. count of 4. And he breaks the referee's count. McIntyre has knowledge that Lashley has champion's advantage here. You want to get this match back in the ring. Because even if the match were to end outside, McIntyre would not win the WWE Championship. And now McIntyre sent to the corner. Look at those shots there by Lashley. Count of 6.
7.
And once again, the champion breaks the referee's count.
2.
McIntyre looking to fire back at Lashley here. Now McIntyre sent face first into the turnbuckle post.
4.
Really trying to press by Lashley. Really took a lot out of him.
6.
It's kind of 6.
7.
This match could end in a count out here. Someone needs to break the referee's count. It seems like that someone is going to be McIntyre. Remember, yeah, he would not win the WWE Championship if he let this match end in a double countout or even in a countout victory for him.
3. 4. 5.
Great suplex there by Lashley. The count is up to 6.
7.
Count is up to 7, actually. And Lashley heads back to the ring and breaks the referee's count again. Well, what's happening here? We've seen Lashley do this before. The spear! Bobby Lashley looking to return to the ring, maybe at the count of 5. Hold on. Maybe he's not done. Instead, Lashley now with a headbutt to the back of the head of McIntyre. And now Lashley looking to return to the ring. I think Lashley figured out a way to beat McIntyre here.
9.
This match is over. And at WrestleMania, the Raw Women's Championship will be on the line. Io Shirai, the former best friend and tag team partner of Asuka, will challenge the Empress of Tomorrow for the Raw Women's Championship. For the WWE Championship, we know the winner of the Royal Rumble, the Phenomenal One, AJ Styles, will go one-on-one against the almighty Bobby Lashley. It is a clash of almighty phenomenal proportions at WrestleMania. And we just found out about this earlier tonight. And that's the SmackDown Women's Championship will be on the line between the champion Bayley and Naomi. Can Naomi once again hit it big at the granddaddy of the ball? We'll find out live at WrestleMania. What night it's gonna be in just a few weeks at WrestleMania, but coming up next, we will find out who will face the world champion at WrestleMania. Will it be Brock Lesnar, Shinsuke Nakamura, Tommaso Ciampa, Seth freaking Rollins, Big E, or Kofi Kingston? The winner of this match will face the world heavyweight champion for the title at WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for one of these 6 men to escape the Elimination Chamber. The artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura, 2020's King of the Ring, making his way out here.
The following contest is an Elimination Chamber match. Making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan. Weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura!
The artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura is a 2-time WWE champion. Two-time Royal Rumble winner. The man's done it all here in WWE. But he's never won the World Heavyweight Championship. And while he had an opportunity against Roman Reigns, he's never faced Edge, who's the current World Heavyweight Champion. Tonight, Nakamura looks for an opportunity to get back to the main event of WrestleMania, a spot that Nakamura has been a part of for the past couple of years. That's, of course, if he doesn't get to Suplex City instead. Because here comes the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
And his opponents, first, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar!
Brock Lesnar makes his way out here. He was a surprise to everyone, including the members of the Elimination Chamber, when we found out that Brock Lesnar was going to be part of this hellish structure for the first time in his career. Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, former world champion who has a history with both Edge and Roman Reigns, and will fit in nicely in the main event of WrestleMania with either of those men. There is nothing that compares to the raw power and the destruction left on his path by Brock Lesnar. Let's talk about the Elimination Chamber itself. You see Lesnar is going into one of those pods right now. 4 of the 6 superstars in the Elimination Chamber will be locked inside of those spots. Each of them will be released on a 1 and 30-second intervals until everybody's out. Until every single person, every member of this match is in the Elimination
representing
Chamber.
the New Day from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 285 pounds, Big E!
The biggest of all these. You know, Big E has had an interesting beginning to 2022 because Big E was the last person standing in the Royal Rumble, who was last eliminated by AJ Styles. AJ on his way to win the Rumble, now part of the Raw roster, challenging Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. But, you know, as the runner-up in the Royal Rumble, Big E now hopes to find himself in the main event of SmackDown for the World Championship. Big E has never had an opportunity at the World title. He would love to go one-on-one against Roman Reigns. He would love to go one-on-one against Edge. Whoever walks out of here, World Heavyweight Champion by the end of tonight's show. 3 of the pots are already full. We got Nakamura in one, we got Big E, we got Brock Lesnar. Another space open, and it belongs to the Intercontinental Champion, Tommaso Ciampa.
And from Milwaukee,
Talk about a great start to the year. Tommaso Ciampa kicked off the year defeating AJ Styles, winning the Intercontinental Championship. Which he now holds close to his heart, as you may have noticed. He calls that championship golden. And Ciampa has an opportunity to head to WrestleMania and maybe, just maybe, becoming a two-time, or I should say a double champion, is what I meant to say. Holding both the Intercontinental and the World Championship. Like I said, very bright future for Ciampa. He had an incredible beginning of the year, winning that Intercontinental Championship. And now Kofi Kingston makes his way out here. We now know who's going to start the Elimination Chamber match. Kingston and Rollins are going to be kicking us off.
And representing the New Day, from Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 212 pounds, Kofi Kingston!
A big opportunity here for Kofi Kingston in the same vein as Big E. This would be a hell of a spot for Kofi Kingston to be if he were to find himself in the main event of WrestleMania against either Roman Reigns or Edge. Oh, brother, here comes the Visionary. Seth freaking Rollins.
And from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins!
Seth Rollins on his way out here. Out of everybody in the ring, he's the only one who has held the World Heavyweight Championship before. He's actually a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. And of course, he has a history with both Edge and Roman Reigns. So it wouldn't be out of the question for Seth to chase after that championship he's held before. Seth, as a matter of fact, was the first one to hold the World Heavyweight Championship on his current version of the title that came back in 2018. Ironically enough, because Brock Lesnar didn't want to show up to work with the Universal Championship at the time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time is now, the moment is here. We're about to find out who's headed to WrestleMania. And there's the bell. Here we go. Kingston Rollins. Swinging neck breaker by Kingston. Rollins moves out of the way. Oh man, what a vicious throw there by Rollins. Kingston bounces off the ropes and lands back in the ring. Rollins sends Kingston into the corner, and now Kingston shoulder first into the turnbuckle post. Sidestep by Kingston. Sidestep by Rollins. Back and forth we go. Rollins sent to the outside by Kingston. And in 9 seconds, we'll have a new member join the Elimination Chamber. Who's he gonna be? It's the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Oh, brother. Lesnar approaching both Kingston and Rollins. Not a dash of fear in that man. Kingston stepping up to Lesnar, kick to the chest. Going right after the leg of the Beast Incarnate. It's already an achievement that Kingston has got Lesnar on the floor. Kingston in just complete control of Brock Lesnar here. Lesnar looking to fire back at Kingston. Look at Rollins just pacing around the chamber, watching all of this unfold. But in 5 seconds, someone else is going to join. Rollins is not going to be alone. Or could it be now? Intercontinental Champion Tommaso Ciampa joins the chamber. Ciampa going right after Kingston. Now turns his attention to Lesnar. Jawbreaker. Now look at this. Leg drop back of the head. Oh, and now Rollins off the top rope wipes out Tommaso Ciampa. Lesnar was about to send Rollins to Suplex City, but Rollins puts the brakes. Rollins with reversal on Ciampa, pushes him off. And now Rollins hooks him in, suplex into a cover, shoulders down. It's enough. No eliminations yet. Who's he gonna be here? It's Big E. That means the final spot, final entrant will be Kofi Kingston. 5 out of 6 are already in the ring. No eliminations yet. Big E quickly covers Seth Rollins to try and get an elimination here. Doesn't quite succeed. The reversal, kick to the plexus here. Big E. In the top rope. And Rollins, I think Kingston was trying to save Big E there. Great reversal by Big E. Nakamura will be in the final spot nonetheless. I said Kingston, I don't know why. The artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura coming in the final spot. And now we got everybody in the ring. No eliminations yet. Big E dropping Seth Rollins into the top rope. Beautiful crossbody by Kofi Kingston and Nakamura. That could lead us into a cover. Shoulders down, hooks the leg. Kick out. But everybody concentrating on the outside of the Elimination Chamber, the right side right here in front of our tables. And still to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen. No disqualifications, no countouts, anything goes. Edge, Roman Reigns, all for the World Heavyweight Championship. Here's Rollins, looking to go over Kingston. Rollins sent to the outside. Shoulders down here. We got a submission over here. Reversal by Nakamura. German suplex. Lights up Tommaso Ciampa, sends him flying. And Big E and Kofi Kingston not holding anything back on each other. Remember, anything goes. And it's every man for themselves here in the Elimination Chamber. There is a WrestleMania opportunity on the line here. We got to cover possible elimination here. Oh, man!
Eliminated.
Kofi Kingston eliminates Big E, and we are down to 5. We got to cover here. Ciampa looking to eliminate Seth Rollins, and a kick out by the Visionary. Interesting developments here. Saw Nakamura taking it to Brock Lesnar. Nakamura and Lesnar have a history. They used to have a rivalry in Japan. Would you believe this? Sidestep by Tommaso Ciampa and Shinsuke Nakamura. These men have this predisposition to be after one another. Body slam by Nakamura on Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa in a world of trouble here at the hands of Nakamura. Nakamura picks up Ciampa, sends him crashing back into the ring. Nakamura in trouble as Tommaso fires back, but here's Kofi Kingston sending Tommaso to the outside. Seth Rollins in control, or I should say Brock Lesnar in control of Seth Rollins. And here's Shinsuke Nakamura. You know, Shinsuke Nakamura has been very adamant in taking it to Brock Lesnar here. See him using a lot of his offense on Brock Lesnar. Lesnar in trouble as a Kinshasa hits. Could that be enough to eliminate Lesnar off the Kinshasa? Shoulders down, hooks the leg. Lesnar still in it. Shinsuke taking a step back, still taking it to Brock Lesnar. I don't think Lesnar expected this much offense from everybody. I think everybody has tackled this match in a very interesting way as we got to cover here. Rollins looking to eliminate Tommaso Ciampa. We got our second elimination of this match, and we are down to 4. Seth Rollins, Kofi Kingston, Shinsuke Nakamura are all vying alongside Brock Lesnar for an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. Neckbreaker by Kingston, and look at the names in this ring. Everybody except Kingston is a former world champion. DDT! Kingston apparently did not feel an ounce of that DDT. Kingston sent crashing against the steel. Nakamura is just completely dominating like a one-man army. Nakamura with another cover on Lesnar, shoulders down, instant enough, and a kick out. Now Rollins, an old rival of Lesnar. There's a reason why Rollins at one point was called the Beast Slayer. And that's because he had Brock Lesnar's number. Lesnar looking to eliminate Rollins here. As this match rolls on, Nakamura once again turns attention. Nakamura has been all over Lesnar in this match. We talked about we're not expecting Lesnar to take as much offense as he's had recently. Here's the cover. And a kick out by Lesnar. And most of the offense that Lesnar has received in this match has come at the hands of Shinsuke Nakamura. One could say Shinsuke Nakamura has not forgotten about that fight that he had with Lesnar at the Tokyo Dome. DDT by Rollins. Meanwhile, Nakamura back in the ring. Trying to take out both Lesnar and Rollins here. That seems to be the goal. Oh, and Lesnar trying to get wise with Nakamura. Kick to the plexus. Kinshasa! Will Nakamura be able to get it done here? Shoulders down, hooks the leg. Nakamura eliminates Lesnar. I am shocked and awed. So we see a cover here by Kingston and Nakamura. Not only by the amount of offense Nakamura was able to get on Lesnar, but the fact that he eliminated him. False line there by Kingston. Wipes out Nakamura. And Kingston maybe going for trouble in paradise, but a great reversal by Rollins. Shoulders down. And a kick out by Kingston. We are down to our final 3 in this match. Kick to the plexus. Curb stomp connects. Shoulders down, hooks the inside leg. 2. Kingston is eliminated, and we are down to Nakamura and Rollins. And Nakamura wants to nip this in the bud. We are going to cut this down. Nakamura is going to make Rollins step out here. Guess not. Shinsuke sending Nakamura into the ropes. Sidestep by Rollins. These two definitely know each other well. Former world champions, both of them. Former WrestleMania main eventers, both of them. Rollins now sets up Nakamura on the top rope. Oh, and this doesn't look good. Watch out! Oh my goodness! Shoulders down here for the elimination of Nakamura to get things done, and a kick out. Reversal by Rollins. Forearm to the face. Rollins hooks in Nakamura for the suplex. Listen, the visionary Seth Rollins would love nothing more than to head to the main event of WrestleMania himself. But so would Shinsuke Nakamura. And it all comes down to this. Rollins sent against that unforgiving steel structure we talked about. The miles of chain. Here's a cover. Kick out. Nakamura sent face first into that chain link fence. Rollins in control here. And the chamber has become an important staple of whatever Rollins has planned here. I think Rollins is too exhausted to climb the chamber. Nakamura sent into the chain link fence again by Rollins. Oh, and look at Rollins. Look at Rollins. Rollins sending Nakamura to the outside. Top rope. Looking down at Nakamura. Drops down that knee. Super kick. Rollins is adamant in landing this from top of the Elimination Chamber, but he gives up halfway through. At the end of the day, Rollins is putting himself through much more trouble and pain. And these could only benefit Shinsuke Nakamura in the long run. So we see a cover here, hooks the leg by Rollins, and Nakamura powers out. Oh no, Nakamura driving Rollins spine first into the corner of that pod. Sidestep by Rollins. Suplex. And for the second time, Rollins hits that super kick. Something's got to give for one of these men as Nakamura creates a separation, sends Rollins back in the ring. Rollins blocks Nakamura here. Kick to the plexus. Rollins looking to close it. Curb stomp connects. And off the curb stomp, hooks the inside leg. Go! Nakamura gets the shoulder up off the curb stomp. I thought it was academic. I thought this was over. And the reality is, Nakamura still has a lot more juice left in him. Nakamura goes for the kick to the back of the head. He gets it. Maybe not on the first attempt, but he does get it on the second one. Nakamura carrying Rollins top of his shoulders. Death Valley driver. Shoulders down. Is it enough to put Rollins away here? Goes goal and a kick out. Everything on the line between these two. One of them is going to WrestleMania. Nakamura carries shoulders again, and now deposits Rollins back to the canvas. Well, here's Shinsuke's chance to secure that main event spot at WrestleMania, but Shinsuke needs to let off a big move here. Nakamura needs to start capitalizing on this. I feel Nakamura is burning daylight here. Rollins goes right after the ribs of Shinsuke. Kick to the plexus. Oh no. Telegraphed it. Curb stomp connects. 2 times the charm, maybe. Hooks the inside leg. Rollins is going to WrestleMania. Seth Rollins gets it done, the visionary. Seth freaking Rollins is going to WrestleMania to take on the World Heavyweight Champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is our big main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. No disqualifications, no countouts, anything goes. Roman Reigns and Edge for the world title.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
It is main event time. And for the first time in almost 300 days, we are seeing Roman Reigns without the World Championship over his shoulder. Also missing from this entire thing is Paul Heyman. He's not out here tonight. for this World Championship affair. It is no disqualifications, no countouts, anything goes. The only way to win is pinfalls and submissions inside of the ring. The Royal Rumble Edge conquered the head of the table, Roman Reigns. And the head of the table has not been the same ever since. You ask anybody, they're going to tell you Roman Reigns is definitely not happy. But the head of the table is not going to tell you this. No, of course not. Roman is going to be the first one to tell you he's still the head of the table. He's still the key figure in his family. It doesn't matter what this man says. Some called it poetic justice when Edge won the title at the Royal Rumble. I would agree. Think about it. The Rated R superstar winning the championship he never lost in the first place. At the same event where he came back from a 10-year retirement. Now Edge has to go through the tough part of being a world champion. That's defending your title. It's a tough asset for anybody involved. He's got Roman Reigns tonight under no disqualifications. And at WrestleMania, we've already got Seth Rollins waiting in the wings. Let's send it down to introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns! And introducing the champion from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 249 pounds, he is the Rated R superstar, Edge!
Big fight field here tonight in our main event. Roman Reigns, Edge. Let's do it again. There's the bell. Here we go. Edge quickly going after Roman Reigns. That shot to the back of the head. Reigns firing back at Edge here with a backbreaker. Elbow to the back of the head. I had a Rated R superstar. Now Edge leaned up against the ropes. Oh, what a knee by Roman! False line. Down goes Roman. Edge able to bounce back after that huge knee by Roman Reigns. Roman deposited to the outside by Edge right here in front of our table. Roman crashes against the Spanish announce table, and now Edge hooks him in. Suplex. Roman Reigns taking some pretty tough shots there against the Spanish announce table. And Edge staying on top of it. And as promised, no disqualifications, no countouts here tonight. As Edge quickly starts looking for weapons under the ring. Reigns trying to capitalize, and he does. He sends Edge back into the ring. No weapon for the Rated R Superstar. Roman picks him up, lands him down. But it's Roman the one that gets to look for a weapon under the ring. He's got a baseball bat. Hey, batter. Roman takes a shot. Good grief. Someone called the Mariners. Roman Reigns just sent Edge's head out of the Climate Pleasure Arena and over the Space Needle. And now it's Edge's turn at bat. Much like the Canadian turned Mariner Robbie Ray, Edge is hitting it out the park here tonight. Rated R Superstar Edge. He's got Roman on the ropes. Takes a few steps back. Looking to get him, and ole! Roman sends him flying over the third rope to the outside. Reigns has now got a ladder. Oh, I guess anything can be a weapon as Reigns returns to the ring after using that ladder to smash Edge. Edge now using the ropes to his advantage. Puts Roman down with shoulders on the mat. Is it enough to put Roman away here? Roman turns it around, shoulders down. Is it enough to put him away in a kick out? Edge gets back to his feet. Sidestep Roman. Sends him over the third rope. Now, bam! Baseball bat to the face. Oh, here's Edge. Off the top rope, lands the elbow. Right across the chest of Roman. Roman now sent crashing against the barricade, not once but twice by Edge. This is our main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. We are sold out at the Climate Pleasure Arena in Seattle, Washington. Elimination Chamber, main event for the world title. The winner of this match faces Seth Rollins for the title at WrestleMania. This is Roman's mandatory rematch as well, as he hits that powerbomb right on the outside. And now Edge sent back into the ring by Roman. Roman grabbing that baseball bat, but maybe that's not enough. The head of the table, Roman Reigns, once again throwing Edge outside the ring. Good shot there. And it seems like Roman can't decide where he wants Edge. If inside the ring or outside the ring. This allows Edge to try and get back in this match, but Roman sidesteps him. Head of the table, Reigns sets up Edge on the top rope. And now Roman. Timber! Samoan drop off the top rope. Edge falls hard, and Roman sends him on the outside of the ring again. I think Roman is trying to capitalize on the opportunity that this match presents. But he's wasting too much time between trying to decide if this match is going to be inside of the ring or outside of the ring. Now Roman with that kendo stick. Edge going right after Roman Reigns. Those shots in the corner. Back and forth we go between these two. And Reigns, I think Reigns again, it's taking also way too much time to sort of congratulate himself on this. He needs to stay on top of Edge. Edge already, I think, has the number of Roman Reigns. Edge sidesteps, sends Roman crashing against the table again. Going for a DDT. I don't think that's going to work. Now, hold on. Edge crashes against the steel steps. Roman picks up Edge and sends him crashing again. And now Roman sent Edge crashing against the barricade. And, you know, a part of me feels like Roman is being unfocused in this match. There is a part where I feel where Roman is not controlling this match in the way he would when he was World Heavyweight Champion. And one could say that maybe losing that World Heavyweight Championship has affected Roman Reigns in the way that he's wrestling, if you will. Nash returns to the ring. Edge hooks him in for a DDT. And look at Edge, kick to the plexus. Execution! He won the title with this move. He won the title with this move. Hooks the inside leg on Roman Reigns. Isn't it enough? Put him away, and Reigns gets the shoulder up. Reigns still in this. And the match may be going outside again. What is Edge thinking here? He's right here in front of us, at ringside. Oh no. We may need to get the hell out of here, Edge. Removing the covers and the monitors of our table. Roman in trouble. Edge with Roman on top of the table. Oh, this doesn't bode well for the head of the table. Execution through our table. If you're Edge, you don't want to waste this much time patting yourself in the back. You got to stay on top of Roman. Get him in the ring and cover him. Roman pulled back on top of the ladder into a cover, shoulders down. Isn't enough? And Roman's still in it. And I talked about this when Edge took a second to congratulate. Spear! Edge with the spear, hooks the leg. Isn't enough? Roman, trouble! Roman gets the shoulder up at 2. Came out of nowhere. Edge goes for the cover again. And this time a more emphatic kick out by Roman. Roman fires back. And the head of the table now clotheslines Edge over the turf rope, down the ringside. Takes a step back and wipes out Edge. And I agree with the WWE Universe. This is awesome. Shots there by Roman. Wiping out Edge. Roman, what the hell? Oh. From what I can tell, Roman wants to return the favor to Edge. And Edge fires back at Roman here. Face first into the turnbuckle post. Goes the Rated R Superstar. And Edge crashes into the corner of the announce table. And now Reigns looking to return the favor. Reigns with a rock bottom puts Edge through the Spanish announce table, and ode to his cousin The Rock. The rock bottom puts Edge through the announcer's table. And Roman Reigns, just like that, has taken control of these World Heavyweight Championship match. Oh man! Powerbomb through the table. Or through the ladder, I should say. Been a long day. And now Edge. Look at him how to come back here. And Reigns puts a stop to it. That'll do it. Reigns, DDT. What is Roman Reigns thinking about here? Here's Roman. Look at the wipeout Edge. Classic Roman here with the cross line. And now the Superman punch. Off the Superman punch, Reigns. What in the world? There's no way. Oh my goodness. I am at a loss for words. Are you serious right now? Ladies and gentlemen, The Rock is here! It's The Rock! Roman Reigns' cousin! The most electrifying man in all of sports entertainment! The Rock is live at Elimination Chamber! I have no earthly idea what I'm watching. This is insane. I am losing my damn mind. The Rock has interrupted his cousin's World Championship match. What is going on here? The Rock says, it's my time and I'm gonna enjoy every second of it. We are in the middle of a world title match though. And now The Rock is here. Oh, and Roman goes to attack The Rock. No! Rock bottom! What did we just see? I cannot believe this is real. Roman Reigns just got attacked by The Rock. Oh, and I don't think the Great One is done. Dunn doesn't even begin to cover it. Crossline by The Rock. Listen, this is a no disqualification match. There really is no stopping. What's happening here? And a Rock with a spine buster to Roman. And another Rock bottom. This is madness. The Rock making his way backstage. And we forgot this match is still going on. Spear by Edge. Hooks the inside leg. Got him.
Your winner, and still World Heavyweight Champion, the Rated R Superstar, Edge.
I've got no words. This is madness. The Rock just showed up here to Seattle at Elimination Chamber and just cost his cousin Roman Reigns the World Heavyweight Championship. This is absolute insanity. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for joining us. Next up is WrestleMania Dallas in just a few weeks. Good night from Seattle.